Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Miami. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. To the air right away is Brady. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Breaks a tackle, now an alley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Brady now on first down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
A move to New England from Baltimore suited Matthew Judon nicely with 12.5 sacks in his first year of a new 4-year contract with the Patriots. That was a new career high for him, 7th in the NFL, and the most for a Patriot since 2015.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off on the shot right. And the Pats are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain is...
And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Two Rockies.
I saw that. I got it. And, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Brady now on first down. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Brandon, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Hey, check it. 72.
Throwing again on second down. Brady. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Mike Gesicki has really emerged as one of the Miami Dolphins' primary targets, and he can run the entire route tree. We know he's dependable in the short areas, but he can also stretch the field down the middle. A career-high 73 catches last season, and he gets another one here to move the chains.
Again, it's Brady. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
To throw again on second down. Brady. This is caught. And he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. Brady. Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone for a Miami touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Pierre Strong to return it from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matched? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Folks, remember this. His first NFL game, a rookie getting playing time here in Week 1, and he comes through with a giant play there, an interception return for, obviously, his first NFL touchdown.
Do you think he dreamed that last night at all? No chance. Not one whatsoever, but he got it done.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, it's Strong. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalpost. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Now Jones. Got a man. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Patriots force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's not often you see trades within a division, but that's just what happened with Devontae Parker. Spent 7 years in a Dolphins uniform, but was traded to these Patriots back in April. And he makes a catch there against his former mates.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, you had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Keep it up with the Joneses. Marcus Jones picks off Mack. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Brady. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From the end zone, it's Strong.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And finally, he's out of bounds, but not before a great return. He's all the way inside the 30.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got it.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Back to throw, Jones.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Harris fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal?
Jones will try and run with it.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it.
Looking to throw, Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Jones.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Mac Jones
keeping it himself from 10 yards away.
And the Patriots get a bit closer.
So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From the end zone, it's Strong.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Now a give, running left is Harris.
And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
47 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. Looking to throw. Jones.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, touchdown, Patriots. Devontae Parker, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit.
The extra point up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd and inches, Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you, and that time they were on guard. Incomplete.
Matt Judon in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Regular.
The tight end in motion right. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. In his own end zone, it's Brady. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down.
And the Dolphins would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the end zone, it's Strong. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
From the end zone, it's Strong. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
And defense, they're blitzing here. Jones looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England.
A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line. Now Brady. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Patriots are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
He completes it to Henry. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Keon Crossen. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Hey, 66. Check it.
To throw, it's Brady.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Brady. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Johnson goes in motion left. Now Brady again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. To try again after the sack. Brady. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that